Hello, good day, everybody. I'm your host, Club, the host of Club Sports, but I'm coming to you live here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll get you guys the fact that the Nets, they took out the Knicks, and I'm very upset about that. I'll tell you exactly why, exactly. The Suns, they beat down those pathetic Warriors, and I'm so pleased with that. And they got them again this coming Friday night. Get you guys for the Lakers defeat the Kings, and there's some huge news concerning King Lebron James, and it is not good. I'll tell you what that news is. Get you guys the fact that let's see here. Get you guys the fact that the rankings were out last night, and former football player Otis Anderson Jr. was shot and killed by his dad. And his dad was charged with the murder and attempted murder, by the way. So that all went down. I get you guys the fact that legendary bodybuilder was seized, by the way, at 79. Tell you that is exactly. And Ohio State defeating Duke. Blazers defeating the Pistons 111-92, and you got the Grizz defeating the Raptors 92-91. So that'll be all the news I have today, ladies and gentlemen. That's all there's. And happy December, guys. And December is here. So all things. First things first, I'm gonna start things out with the fact that the Nets, they took out the Knicks 112-110, where James Harden had 34 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals. KD had 27 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 block. Orange Julius Randle, who wasn't too pleased, had 24 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. D Rose had 16 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. Alec Burks had scored 25 points, 5 rebounds, and assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Fournier had 13 points. Immanuel Quickley had 12 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Let me tell you this right now. The Knicks clearly had that game won. They did until Orange Julius Randle and Tibbs were robbed because of a bad officiating. Whoever the rest made that bad call, those officials should be fired. Fired. And I'm so ashamed of what happened to them. The Knicks clearly, they were on the brink of putting away the Nets. The Knicks were a great success story, and they are looking like a super team right now. And last night, the Knicks, they gave the Nets for their money, which they did, but I'd be putting a smile on my face for sure, but unfortunately, I'm not. I mean, look, they lost by 2 points. I get it. I get why the Knicks were that close to were on the brink of putting away the Nets. The Knicks had that game won until they felt robbed. I mean, are you serious right now? Tibbs and Randle were walking away for sure because of bad calls, and they got to review that. It's just it's completely ridiculous. It's so uncalled for, and more importantly, Harden and KD were the ones that sold the show. If it happened for Orange Julius Randle fouling KD, Knicks would have won that game easily. That didn't happen. It would have gone overtime. That did not happen. I was in a good mood, but obviously I'm not. I'm not. The Knicks, they will come back, and they're going to make up for this. I guarantee they will. The Knicks are still a good team, but they will make up for that. I will say that. They will. They will. Whoever they got next, they're going to take them out. Also, guys, Lakers, they defeated the Kings 117-92. 80 at 25 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals and blocks. Russell Westbrook had 23 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. Melo had 14 points, 1 rebound, assist, and a steal. Malik Monk had scored 22 points, 4 rebounds, and assists. Dwight Howard had scored 12 points, 13 rebounds, 2 steals and blocks. Richaun Holmes, 27 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists and blocks. De'Aaron Fox, 17 points, 5 rebounds, and assists, 2 steals. Chimezie Metu had 14 points, 11 rebounds, 3 steals. Lakers, they did good, by the way. They really did. Without King Lebron James. And here's the breaking news here, guys. King Lebron James is out. It's going to miss several games because of COVID protocols, for sure. And it says right here that he got a PCR. He got a PCR test to confirm the diagnosis. He was asymptomatic, by the way. Now, the test came back negative. When he was getting a third PCR test, it came back positive. So, King Lebron James at first did say that he was a vaxxed up king, meaning that he was vaxxed. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's on the COVID protocols, and meaning that he may have had COVID. Or, excuse me, meaning that he ended up getting COVID, somehow getting COVID. My question is this. Was King Lebron James telling the truth, by the way, assuming that he was vaxxed? Or is he lying to himself and to Laker fan or to Laker Nation that he wasn't vaxxed, and let alone he wasn't being honest with anybody, and let alone that he wasn't vaxxed. There's some truth to that, guys. There is. So King Lebron James may not have been vaxxed. Now, he said at first he was vaxxed a couple months ago, but all of a sudden he somehow ends up getting COVID. Now that makes him a COVID king. So King LeBron James is going to miss numerous games for the next couple of weeks, and that's not good. But once his quarantine days are up, by the way, he has to have 2 negative tests before he comes back. Now, Lakers, they are better off without King LeBron James, which is why they took out the Kings. My question is this: How are Russ, AD, and Melo, and Malik Monk, and THT, and Dwight Howard going to help the Lakers, by the way, win games without King LeBron James? How are they going to do that? They did it last night, though. They stepped up. But they got to do more of that. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for them. So, and not only that, it could also affect their playoff chances. And that's not going to look. They're 8th place in the Wild Wild West, by the way. So that's not going to look good. I hope the Lakers, they need to step it up a lot more. They did last night, but can they do so in the next game? They got the Clips by this Friday. So I think Laker Nation is gonna be very concerned, that they should be very worried, because the fact that King LeBron James, the King of LA himself, is on the COVID reserve list now, and he may have been deemed a close contact. He was asymptomatic, by the way, but was he really vaxxed, or was he lying to himself and to the media and to Laker Nation, assuming that he wasn't vaxxed? So there's truth to that, guys. So you better stay tuned on that. Also, there's another news. The Suns defeated those rotten Warriors. Thank goodness they did. 104-96. DeAndre Ayton had 24 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists and blocks, 1 steal. Jay Crowder had 14 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist and a steal. CP3 had 15 points, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, 5 steals. Darren Booker, who had a left hammy injury, had 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Cam Johnson, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal on a block. Jordan Poole, 28 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Otto Porter Jr., 16 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Andrew Wiggins, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal on a block. Stupid Steph, who really sucked, by the way, had 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal on a block. You know I'm satisfied with this. I really am. Because what the Suns did to Stupid Steph, they exposed him. And I loved it. Stupid Steph Curry was missing 3-pointers all day long, all night long, which he did. So, Steph Curry, guess what? You got exposed. I told you, Steph Curry, that you were gonna. This is coming. I told you, those pathetic Warriors fans, the Suns were gonna burn those Warriors, and they did just that last night. And this Friday night, they got them again. Are you kidding me? The Suns are gonna do the same exact thing like they did last night. But it will not be a different outcome. Oh, no. It's going to be the same outcome as last night. The Suns are going to bury those Warriors. And if it means they have to face in the Wild Wild West account title game, the Suns are going to do just that. They will finish what they started. Not just that, they're hell-bent on getting back to the NBA title game. I mean, they may have lost last season, and it was a dreadful one. CP3, made his first title appearance in 16 years. But safe to say right now, the Suns right now, who are on a 17-game win streak, and they're gonna be an 18-game win streak when they defeat those Warriors again. So, Suns, better look out. Suns, look out. Look out for the Suns. Wild West better be on the lookout for the Suns, because they destroy those pathetic Warriors. Think as they did, and I got a smile on my face for that, which they do. And Stupid Steph Curry is going by his old habits, please, like you're winning games, please. Last night, that all ended. So I'm satisfied with the Suns. They beat the Warriors badly, and they did just that. So, what's the matter, Steph Curry? You're gonna cry? You're gonna moan all week? That's what you get. That's what you're really good at, by the way. So, I think the Suns are gonna put away the Warriors again by this coming Friday night, which they will. And also, other news I want to get you guys into, by the way, that some not so good, sad news here. Otis Anderson Jr. was shot and killed by his dad, by name of Otis Anderson Sr., who was arrested and charged with murder and attempted murder, by the way. He's held without bond, and this all started over the fact that now his mother, Denise Anderson, was informing cops that Anderson Jr. and Anderson Sr. they argued that they got into an argument that escalated to getting the mom to Denise getting involved. Now both Anderson Jr. and Anderson Sr. had to be pulled apart, separated. And this is over Otis Anderson Jr.'s girlfriend's dog biting Otis Anderson Sr. And Denise also told cops that Anderson Sr. came back from the garage and met Anderson Jr. in the kitchen. When cops arrived, they saw Otis Anderson Jr. with a gunshot wound to the chest, and then he later died in the hospital. So Denise Anderson, she was also hospitalized with some graze wounds, and she was discharged from the hospital. She was released from the hospital. Anderson Sr. was also held on bond. His next court date is going to be this month on the 22nd. So this all started with a dog, with the Anderson Jr. and Sr. getting involved, by the way, over the fact that Otis Anderson Jr.'s girlfriend's dog bit Otis Anderson Sr., by the way, and he didn't take count on that. Things got real ugly, and honestly, this is an ugly scene. Now, he used to play for UC, I think, yeah, Otis Anderson Jr. used to play for UCF, and he used to play for, I think, for the Jags, by the way. My last prayers go out to Otis Anderson Jr.'s family members, all of his fans, all of his UCF, Jags, the fans, all the viewers, all of Anderson Jr.'s close friends of his, all subscribed to this horrific loss and this tragic situation. He died this past Monday night, by the way, in Jacksonville, Florida home. So, awful news there. So really sad news there. Keep them in your prayers. Right? It's just a sad thing, guys. You just hate to see it. Also, another news here we'll get you guys into that sad news here. A legendary bodybuilder by the name of Dave Draper was deceased at 39. By the way, it's very unclear what the death toll was. Very unclear how he died or what the death toll was, what led to it. Thus, prayers go out to Arnold Schwarzenegger's close friend of his. Also, Dave Draper's family members, all of his fans, all of his viewers, his close ones, all the other guys. It's just awful news there. So keep it in your prayers around, man. Please be sure you do so. That's all there's I got to say on that. Also, guys, Ohio State, they beat Duke 71-66. I mean, wow, that's a big win there. So big upset there. Also, you have the Blazers defeating the Pistons 111-92. You have the Grizzlies defeating the Raptors 90-91. So, give credit to doing there. Also, another news here I want to get you guys into that Masterpiece's son Hersey is out with the lower back with the lower body injury, so it's gonna miss the entire season. So my thoughts prayers go to him. I wish a speedy recovery. That's everything you need to know on that, everybody. Also, another news here I want to get you guys into, by the way, that I want to wish happy birthdays out to Carol Alt, Sarah Silverman, Janelle Monet, Zoe Kravitz, Lee Trevino, Javier Bays, D-Jax. You got Chanel Iman. You got D-Broy, yeah. What's his name? E-Broy, Drake Eo, Abby Howard, Chloe Morello, Diana Williams, 24 Hours, Golden Brooks, Young Monte, Carco, DJ Infamous, Emily Mortimer, Stephanie Rayo. Sorry, guys. Stephanie Rayo. You also got Fifi Oliveira, Andrew Tate, Il Fenish, Hadera, Kokorov, Dead or Alive 6, Deion Sanders Jr., Akala, Maria, Corrigan, Carissa, Staples, Clea, Theodoro, Ashley Holmes. That's all there, and that's also there. So send all your birthday wishes, shout out, tweets, everybody. Please be sure to do so on that. That's everything you need to know. So send all your birthday wishes, shout out, tweets down below in the comment section. That's all this I got to send there, everybody. So that's all that you need to know. Don't forget, guys, that War Games is going to be Sunday, guys. Catch that for sure, everybody. Live on Peacock. Check that out. That's all that you need to know on that. That's everything you need to know on that, everybody. That's all I can say. So nothing more to that you need to know. So that's all I can say. All right, ladies, that will do right there for the Khalil Sports Board. Like, subscribe to the Khalil Sports Board YouTube channel on Facebook by any nomination. What are your thoughts and response to the Nets for the Knicks, brother? Even though the Knicks got robbed of bad officiating, by the way, and I'm very upset about that. Your thoughts are on that. Let me know in the comment section. I will definitely address the response to everybody. That's all there is you need to know, everybody. The Knicks will come back. They will come back. They'll be resurrected. Whoever they got next, they will destroy them. That's all I say on that. He lets the Lakers defeat the Kings without King Lebron James, who's entering COVID protocols, by the way, and he's going to miss numerous games because he's now a COVID king. Not good looking. That's a really big deal, folks. It really is. So I'm very unsatisfied with that. I know Laker Nation is too as well. He lets the Suns defeat those puny, pathetic Warriors last night. Let me know in the conversation about that. And I think the Suns are ready for the playoffs. I know the Suns are ready to probably get back to the NBA title game, which they want to get back to ever since that loss from last season. So let me know in the conversation about that. And I think, I know the Suns are going to murder the Warriors again Friday night. So I'm glad the Suns, they beat the Warriors. I'm glad they neutralized stupid Steph Curry on the offense and the defense, which they did. It's awesome. I loved it. And Devin Booker, by the way, he's got a left hammy injury, so not look good for him. So he'll be back. Look forward to that. Also, guys, what are your thoughts on? Let's see here. Your thoughts on? I saw some of your brother wishes out to Carol Alt, Sarah Silverman, Janelle Monáe, Zoe Kravitz, Lee Trevino, Javier Bays, D-Jax, Chanel Iman, D. Broy, Drakeo, Abby Howard, Chloe Morello, Diana Williams. You got DJ Infamous, Emily Mortimer, Stephanie Rayo. You got Fifi Olivero, Andrew Tate, Deion Sanders Jr., Kala, Maria Corrigan, Carissa Staples. Some of your birthday wishes, shout out, sweet people should do that. That's everything you know about that. That's all I can say. Always to it. Send thoughts prayers out to Otis Sanders Jr.'s family members and his fans, viewers, teammates, former teammates, as he was shot and killed, by the way, by his own dad. By the way, his dad's been charged with Otis Senior's been charged with murder, attempted murder, by the way. So really awful news there. That's all I can say on that, everybody. So another one to it. That's always so. Send those prayers out to Dave Jarvis family members and his fans, viewers, as he was 79. He's a legendary bodybuilder, but he was 79. So thoughts prayers out to his family members and his fans. His horrific loss. That's all I can say on that. And what do you thought? You think the Lakers are gonna be better without King LeBron James, even though King LeBron James is on COVID protocols, by the way. And he may have lied despite the fact that he claims that he was vaxxed, but was he really a vaxxed king, or just lying to himself? Assuming this now he's a COVID king. He was asymptomatic, by the way. So but AST 2 negative tests before he comes back. So that's some news right there. Looking forward to that. I'll be back with more breaking news sometimes. Devon McSorley, so hold on, one of the cool sports, whatever sports later, and there's you can know. So all I got to say, but take care, you guys. You guys have a good day. Please be safe with that. Bye bye.